Let's talk about some early waiver wire pickups for week 20. Let's start with Isaac Okoro. Okoro has been starting for the injured Donovan Mitchell for the last 4 games. Mitchell is dealing with a bone bruise in his left knee, and I think the injury is a little bit more serious than initially thought. He just got a PRP injection in that knee and is slated to miss at least 1 more game. But I think even if he does manage to return, it wouldn't be shocking to see him on a heavy minutes restriction. And I think given the injury situation in Cleveland, Okoro could have some value down the stretch. They just lost Evan Mobley again to an ankle injury, and he's slated to miss at least a week. And Max Strus suffered a knee strain, and he's day-to-day. He's missed the last 2 games, but he could miss more. And honestly, going back to Mitchell, it wouldn't be shocking to see the Cavaliers hold him out for more than just 1 game. They're going to want to keep one of their best players healthy for the playoffs. Over the last 5 games, Okoro's been pretty productive. He's gotten nearly 30 minutes a night, and he's dropped 15 points per game. He's gotten a little bit more than 2 rebounds per game. He's dished out nearly 2.5 assists per game. He's also knocked down 2.6 three-pointers per game, and he's shooting at 52% from the field. He's also grabbing 1.2 steals per game and 1.2 blocks per game, so he's definitely filling it up across the board, and I think as long as he's starting for Mitchell, or is at least getting close to 25 minutes, he warrants a pickup and a start. The Cavaliers play 3 times next week, so if any of the players I mentioned who are currently injured are out of the lineup next week, then I think Okoro will soak up some extra minutes. As it is, he should get 1 more spot start at the very least this Friday, so if you need a plug-and-play streamer, he's someone to consider for Friday, but I think he'll have value next week as well. Next up is Duop Reith. What a story for this guy. He went from playing on a 2-way contract to securing a 3-year deal in a little less than 4 months. He's a 27-year-old rookie, and his journey to the NBA has definitely been different. And at this point, Portland seems to be entering silly season, which means he is a prime candidate for a strong finish. The Blazers have been ravaged by injuries this year. They've lost Scoot Henderson, Anthony Simon, Shaedon Sharpe, DeAndre Ayton, Toumani Camara, Malcolm Brogdon, Matisse Thybulle, and Jeremy Grant, all for different times throughout the year. And I think given that they're second to last in the West and have very little to play for beyond a lottery pick, it wouldn't be shocking to see them throw in the towel at this point. And I think Reith is going to be a big beneficiary. As it is, DeAndre Ayton has missed the last 3 or 4 games with a sprained hand, and he doesn't look like he's close to returning. And given his injury history, it wouldn't be shocking to see both he and the Blazers slow play his return. So if you're in need of a big, I would strongly consider picking up Reith now. Over the last 5 games, he's averaged around 15 points, he's grabbed around 5 rebounds, he's gotten 1 block per game, 1 steal per game, and he's knocked down a little bit more than 2 3-pointers per game. The Blazers will also play 4 times next week, which is another great reason to pick him up. And I also want to briefly mention Kris Murray. Kris Murray is another person to watch as the season goes on. He's Keegan Murray's twin brother. He's also on the Blazers, and he's starting to benefit from all of the injuries in Portland as well. He's averaged nearly 32 minutes per night over the last 5 games, and while he's not the talent his brother is, he's going to get a lot of opportunity as the season goes on. I would keep a close eye on him in deeper leagues because he could be a good multi-category producer down the stretch. Lastly, I want to talk about TJ McConnell. McConnell's currently rostered in 17% of leagues, and while he may never put up some gaudy stats, he's been very consistent. And you have to respect the fact that over the last 2 weeks, he's put up top 65 numbers, and he's been shooting at an absurd and unsustainable 63% from the field. He's also averaged 15 points per night. He's grabbed 3 rebounds, dished out nearly 6 assists per game. He's gotten 1.1 steals per game, and has knocked down nearly half a 3 per game. And I think while he's producing like this, he is definitely worth an add and a start in deeper leagues. And he's also a great streaming option for nights where either Nembhard or Halliburton may be out of the lineup. The Pacers play 3 times next week, and if you're in need of a low-end guard, I would definitely give McConnell a look. Those are some early waiver wire pickups to consider for Week 20. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and let me know your thoughts heading into Week 20 in the comments below.